Okay, we got another video here by Gigguk. We got another video here by Gigguk from Sleepy Clips. Gigguk's thoughts on the Lord of Mysteries so far. So Lord of Mysteries is a new anime that came out this season. I never really gave it a chance. I should. But yeah, we're gonna see what it's about. Make sure you guys just check it out. I mean, like and subscribe.
The other one I watched, I don't know if it's on here. I don't think it is on here. So I watched the first few episodes of Lord of Mysteries. I don't know what the general reaction to Lord of Mysteries is, because I'm coming into this completely blind, don't know anything about it. It has got some of the best production values you can find in the season. Holy shit, the production of that is, considering how stacked the season is, it is up there as like one of the best in terms of like production values. I don't know if this is just an adaptation thing, but watching the first two episodes, maybe it's my goo goo gaga baby brain, but goddamn, I need to lock in to like try to understand everything that is going on. It throws so much information at you that it is kind of overwhelming at times. There are times when I didn't have enough time to figure out what was going on before they introduced a new mechanic to this world, a new thing that this world is about, and holy shit, I don't know if it was like that in the novel.
That sounds really cool. I would actually want to give that one a chance. No cap. Like, that sounds something like I really would like to watch. You know, I've never heard any perspective like this, but yeah, definitely I would give this anime a try.
But it felt incredibly fast-paced, to the fact that I don't normally need to do this, but I needed to rewind certain segments just to see if I missed anything, man.
Jeez.
Can't double speed for this one. Nah, I need half speed for this one. Give me half speed for Lord of Mysteries, man. I really am intrigued by the mechanics of the world. That's the one thing that does intrigue me. It really feels like the world is fully alive, and there are so many little aspects and so many little details of the world and the mechanics of the Beyonders and stuff like that. It was like, to me, this is the type of shit that I eat up, because it feels like a franchise and it feels like a world where you can just lose yourself in just like hours and hours of like lore dumps and like figuring out all the mechanics and everything like that. But if I had to have a criticism, the way it was presented in the adaptation was just, instead of letting you kind of figure things out at your own pace, kind of letting you figure things out naturally, it felt like it just threw a whole ton of shit at you at once and was just like, this is it, this is everything, guys.
I don't know, damned if you do, damned if you don't. Some animes, they figure out that shit easily, but some, I feel like, you know, they just gotta let it fly. Just let it fly and you'll see.
It's gonna make sense, hopefully. I'm hoping that it's going to make sense. I'm hoping it is. I don't know if this is a method of storytelling that is popular in China, at least, because it kind of reminded me a lot of of the Hoyoverse method of storytelling sometimes, when it's just like you go into a new world or a new area and there are just so many different titles, so many different names and mechanics and stuff, and you're just like, oh, wait, slow down. What the fuck? Who the fuck are these people? Who the hell are those people? Who is that? And as you read things and as you get enveloped into the world, everything starts to make sense and everything kind of like clicks together. But that first bit when you come into a new world and you kind of like get introduced to everything, it can be really overwhelming. And that's what Lord of Mysteries reminded me of a little bit. But animation is beautiful. The production values are great. And like I said, I'm very intrigued in this world building. The world building seems insane. And it seems like the kind of world that I can just lose myself in. I'm just hoping that everything begins to make more sense as I watch more episodes. Because I'm not gonna lie, I was a little bit lost in the first two episodes, like a little bit lost. Caught on to a lot of things, but definitely had a lot of things where I was like, I don't know what's going on. I can have a guess, I think. I do feel like CN stuff tries to throw a bunch of cool stuff at you at the start and try to pull you in. The real bar of whether it's a keeper is usually a few chapters in once they kind of get their footing. Yeah, I mean there are some shows that I think throw you in the deep end, but they don't give you too much. I think the biggest example I can think of is Link Click. Link Click has its own mechanics with its time travel, and it's simple enough that they just throw you in the deep end and they don't really explain too much of how the mechanics works. And it's only until like season 2 where they really explore the intricacies of that mechanic, but they give you a bit of time to be like, okay, this is how it works. We're introducing this one mechanic.
I mean, for me it's 50-50. Sometimes it does work. I feel like there's a lot of animes where if they do throw you into the deep end. I feel like some animes kind of need to just jump into the deep end before they kind of like stop, like, you know, standing around and all of that. But some, yeah, like especially like this one, it's good that they're doing it, because some animes, they do take their time in jumping in the whole mechanics and the whole systems of the world and stuff, and world building and all.
Then that's it. And then we'll introduce more things a little bit later. So it's not like I think all of the shows they can do that. I definitely do feel a different vibe with Chinese characters, especially their protagonists. There's a scene in Lord of Mysteries where the main character gets summoned to this other world or something because it's an isekai, and he randomly summons two strangers, right? The best way I can describe it is he doesn't know what's going on. He is as confused as everyone out there, as the two other people that he summons, and my guy just immediately starts aura farming. my guy, there's no like, oh, what's going on? I'm so confused. Where am I right now? Who are these people? What is going on? China? He's confused. What does he do? Aura farms, man. He just goes, yes, and just as I planned, exactly according to Keikaku. He has no idea what's going on. I swear, like, the protagonists in Chinese series, just they are much more adept at aura farming than a lot of the protagonists Japanese. In that you see in manga or anime. Oh man,
that is too funny. That is too funny. That is drop dead funny, for real. But Lord of the Mysteries, definitely an anime I should definitely check out. Sounds super interesting. I would definitely give that one a try. You know, something different, something fun. You know, I like watching fun animes that have a different perspective, that have different vibes. You know, something I would definitely watch that.